We are facing the biggest change at our workplace at the moment. Because when I was taking an Uber lately, I recognized this. The Uber driver told me he doesn't understand this ratings when he drops or when he gets a better rating. And I recognized this. This is this typical situation where some people are in, and it will be our future will be even be more like this. Your boss is a code. Your boss will not be a human anymore. And I think about this when I call my doctor, for example, there is this machine talking to me. Oh, sometimes you talk to your insurance company, there's a machine answering. And it says at the moment, nobody is available. But if you're in big pain or you have a problem, this is a huge challenge. So, how will your workplace of the future look like when the machines take over? And this is not a scenario where you say, okay, this is a very negative kind of view. You have to face this for your work because AI scripts are at the moment dominating workplaces. Look at the warehouse workers from the big online shops. In these warehouses, they get their script, what they have to do, and how fast they have to work from a code. Of course, somebody has written that code, but it's code or a machine tells you. When I worked as a freelancer, for example, I subscribed to a platform, I delivered my work, and at the end of the day, I got nothing, no feedback, no result, nothing. And then one day they just canceled my subscription. So to say, they just canceled our relationship. No phone number, no human, just small, just a short email. Thank you very much for your work. I never got feedback. So the question is, are we willing to do this? I hear two sides at the moment. There's this side telling us this bright and super future, and there's so much money poured in that sector, billions of dollars, and saying the bright, the super AI, even if we're not seeing productivity gains at the moment, this AI will fasten our work. It will be optimizing our life. It will be like there will be efficiency and this all these goals. I understand that. And the other side, I read a lot of articles about this and talk to a lot of people and see a lot of YouTube videos here. People say, no, I don't want this. I canceled my subscription for a chatbot, or I don't want this artificial talk anymore. I don't want some machine writing or drawing pictures or videos or even music at the moment. So we have to face this. What can we do about this? Is it really this topic of regulation? Is it worth regulating? Yes, it has to be regulated, but in what kind of way? Because we have this idea of unions at work where people talk to their employer. But if the boss is a code, how do you want to regulate this? You need a a frame or framework conditions for this. Just to tell your employer you are willing maybe to work with an AI, and it will be the future that at our workplace there will be a lot of AI integrations. You're willing to work, but where are the boundaries? Where is this ending? And I think you still need a human contact, not only a robot or an algorithm talking to you or dictating your daily workflow. Because we said, okay, we were so dependent on the internet. We got dependent. We need to be more analog. We go in nature. We go reading a book. We do something, but we're still dependent on the internet. And then we saw these rise and the so-called success of the social networks. Yes, there are advantages when you are on the social network, but you have to face this. We also have created a big dependency. And now in this wave, we also have to see that we're getting more and more dependent. Look at Google Maps. Look at when you choose a restaurant. Look at everything what you can buy on the internet. You are dependent on algorithms, and you will be more dependent at work when an algorithm dictates your day. We didn't want the big overseer, but AI is the big overseer, and it's getting more and more and influencing more our lives. So, and we are feeding these systems because we're asking questions, and we're telling and asking very personal questions as well, what we want to do, who we want to be in the future. So I think that my point here is there must be a big discussion how far this can go. And if you work with somebody in a small company or if you work for a big employer, just talk to your boss. Maybe he's or she will be gone one day and your boss will be a code.